All right, Mike, clean up your lane.
Oh, yeah. I want to. You come down I-65?
Mm-hmm.
Seen cops anywhere?
Oh, just where that car decided it was going to hang a hard left into the concrete wall, yeah.
Maybe that's where they were going.
Yeah.
I mean, we were getting off. Getting off at the airport.
Yeah.
Going north on 65, and all of a sudden.
Yeah, it was Dolphin Street, right under the pass. It looked like they just decided they'd
Car
hang
hit
a hard
wall.
left.
Is that what it was up in?
Yeah, face first. There's.
The sip and shots and you listen
I
from
remember my friend Bob.
the sip and shots and you listen from the word. Hey, this is Pickens too. The sip and shots and you listen.
How the hell is that?
He's going through ironing those.
I'm
Yeah, I
trying
like.
to, but they're screwed up.
Y'all got any guests coming in today?
Oh yeah, no, not coming in.
Coming in,
Yeah,
yeah.
no, calling
Can I
in.
get out of y'all playing?
Well, has Phil
Get
got
behind the
the,
scenes.
Phil know who's calling when?
Nope, he hasn't been in here yet.
Y'all keep this door open or shut?
Hey, Phil,
We
you
could
gotta
open.
call this.
Got that red gold look. Red gold.
You
Red
gotta
gold.
call this. Stu's got some guests calling in.
Yeah, it's the Gulf Coast Bike Tour.
I wanna get on camera, so I'll stay behind
At
you.
our 8:30, like normal.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ. We may not
Gulf
have
Coast
any
pedal
liners.
tours. Okay, we
What
can
the
make
hell
it.
is wrong with this computer? There's always an issue every Sunday morning.
What?
With the system. The
This
system.
is Billy Stitt with Billy Smallbatch.
All right, got one.
Gulf Coast Pedal Tours.
Yeah.
They're calling in though, right?
Huh?
Yeah, they're calling in.
Yeah.
You're listening to Sip and Chew with Mike and
At
Stu.
8:30. They call in, patch them through, send them
Hand me that pen over there,
up
Mike.
there. What were you saying, has it changed a lot?
Oh, everything in radio's changed since I've been in it. I mean, hell, it's all automated.
Look at that, man. Has somebody been
Computerized.
through with the
Yeah, I
files?
watched it change. It wasn't that, there were overnight automations when I,
We did all
but there was not nearly that much.
Yeah.
In 2005, there literally was not even a fifth of the automation that there is now.
Oh, yeah.
I watched it happen. I watched our remotes dwindle, the number of live remotes. You know, I have like a remote sheet from like 2005 and a remote sheet from 2009. You can just see the drop in live remotes. Now everything was just getting automated
That used
and
to be
fewer,
the big thing that we did in radio.
because they were laying off the DJs, laying
Yeah.
people off, laying off employees.
Hi, this is Marty
and
Duncan.
replacing them with automation and people who were doing voiceovers in Texas and
There's also another thing too, Phil, is if the salespeople aren't selling remotes, you ain't gonna have remotes.
Well, that's
Right.
that's the key right there.
Yeah, well, the salespeople can't sell remotes when they don't have employees to go out.
Well, they had enough.
Oh, they'll get employees if they sell them.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I mean, even Uncle Henry does remotes, and he's a one-man station.
Yep. I'm just saying there are a lot fewer. We still had remotes. There was just a whole lot fewer of them.
Yeah. Okay.
But Stu and I would like to do
Lock
at
and
least
load.
once a month.
And they laid off salespeople too. So you lay off half
That's
your
back the
sales
same thing he was saying.
force,
Salesmen ain't selling them.
See, if
Yeah.
you lay off half your sales force, that also has a lot to do with it too. 'Cause they laid off
We're
a lot
really
of
limited in the
salespeople.
places we can do one.
That's the problem.
Phil, let it go.
No, I'm just
Talk
saying
to
that's
serial
part of
killer
the
about maybe there.
About you
problem.
and your health. So
Way
commit to
across
a
the
healthier
state.
you,
Yeah.
inspired by your genes.
What we gotta do is learn how to
Go
do it
23andme.com/listen
ourselves, where Dawson doesn't have to
to
come.
order your
And
23andMe
visit your
Health
daddy
Plus
and
Ancestry
everything.
DNA
Yeah,
kit
this
and
is
start
off
by
day,
exploring
yeah.
over
Yeah.
125
But if you can make a couple
personalized
$100
reports
or
at
so.
23andme.com/listen.
We need to learn how
That's
to
the
set
number
up,
23andme.com/listen.
or get our own setup one day. Things are loud.
Minute to go. Too loud?
Yeah, turn it up.
Coast Weather Authority
Oh, I'm gonna set
and
up the
Dr.
speaker.
Bill Williams. The skies are mostly sunny across
I got
the
happy that this camera
area
was
with
good.
isolated afternoon thunderstorms with highs in the lower 90s. Tonight Partly cloudy, lows in the mid-70s, and for Monday.
Morning, Tony Rogers.
And I set the level on that stew based on my crappy views.
Okay.
Talk 1065. FM Talk 1065. The Gulf Coast Weather Authority.
Yikes, that's not good.
Whether you're in search of a great new bottle of wine,
Whatever keeps that from turning has come loose.
Mike and Stu
That.
have the answer.
Yeah.
With a combined half-century in the industry, they bring their wealth of experience to bring you the latest trends, expert
Nope,
opinions,
it's not
and
that.
interviews with people in the know. They are the dynamic duo of dining.
It's a wine and food show, Stu. It's a food and wine show, trust me. Look right here, it's sipping shoes. It's wine and food. Because chew rhymes with stew. That's the only reason you do it. Fry cook, great killer.
Now it's time to sip and chew with Mike and Stu on FM Talk 1065.
You're on.
We're on.
We're on. We're on. We're on.
We on?
We on. Are you on?
I'm on.
Hey, we're on the air too. we're not like last week.
I didn't want to say mics are hot, you know.
Again?
And we'd hear that for 10
Well,
minutes.
you know.
Just because you got it on your sweatshirt.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Sip and Chew Show.
Hey, that's us.
Well, we get up early on Sunday morning and talk about alcohol and food, gastronomics. So,
Yeah.
but I brought a friend of mine in the studio today. He's in town for a few days, a few weeks, a few months. I don't know yet. So, so my friend Bob sat behind Stu over here, and we're gonna go have some breakfast after a while.
Tell them where we're going.
So, so anyway, I'm sure there's a few breakfast places out there open that we can go to.
Applebee's ain't around no more, man.
Yeah,
I don't know where you're gonna go.
They didn't do breakfast anyway.
Not
Apparently
here.
they didn't do
Yeah,
anything.
market.
You're a sponsor.
Apparently they
Yeah.
didn't do anything right. But
Apparently, in Atlanta, their brunches were a big deal.
yeah, maybe there, but nothing was a big deal about them here.
Nothing's a big deal about them.
Anywho, but hey man, Patty's out of the hospital.
Yeah.
My buddy Patty Clark, Patty Cakes, out of the hospital.
Had a little surgery done.
Yeah.
She seems to be doing quite fine. So you keep getting better, Patty, because we're gonna need some cakes.
We sure are. We sure are.
We are cake
What
deficient.
holiday we got coming up?
4th of July. Yeah, that's a big cake holiday.
It sure is.
Yeah.
With fireworks, with sparklers stuck in cupcakes and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Whatnot.
Whatnots.
Yeah.
So,
Just
anywho,
want to say, just keep getting better, Patty.
there you go. There you go. Well, so yeah, are you got any sore in your shoulders or anything this morning?
It's a little tight.
Yeah?
It's a little tight. We had a blast yesterday. We went canoeing on the Blackwater River.
I used to do that all the time with the Boy Scouts.
Yeah, and that was my first time doing it. You know, I lived in Crestview for a while, oddly enough, while I worked for Applebee's. That's where their training store was. And I heard everybody talking all the time about how much fun it was to go canoeing on Blackwater. And I have found that with regards of Mobilians and their knowledge of Blackwater River, it's either, oh, we love that and go at least once a year, or I've never heard of it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was one of the rare few who, yeah, I've heard of it.
Yeah.
You know, but it was a wonderful trip, 6 miles of
Yeah.
canoeing, and just outstanding. Heather and I had a canoe. We went with her whole family.
Yeah.
It was her mother's birthday.
Oh, wow.
Her best friend was in town from Louisiana because her birthday was a couple of days before. And about halfway through the trip, we're sitting there on one of those little beaches, you know, everybody's snacking on a sandwich, popping open a brewski.
No.
And Heather's brother said, hey, let's all get a group photo. Everybody come up here. So we're all getting up there. And as everyone's still coming over, Heather's best friend, Chelsea, is standing there, and her boyfriend drops to a knee and proposes to her.
Oh, cool.
And she said yes, by the way.
Oh, good. That would be awkward.
As another group of people were coming by.
I would imagine that would be very quiet trip afterwards that you said that. Been real quiet.
And before the day was over, Chelsea and Luke, who started out boyfriend and girlfriend, but ended the trip fiancés, were the only ones to flip their canoe.
Wow.
And they did it 5 times.
Congratulations to them.
Yeah, absolutely. And then I'm sure they're asleep right now.
Yeah.
Luke dozed off. Chelsea had told us, she goes, within 10 minutes of us getting on the road, he'll be asleep.
Yeah.
And he snored all the way back to Mobile. And she laid down and rested. And then they were going downtown to celebrate.
Yeah.
Last I heard, bicycle shop was on their agenda. So.
Hey, Stu, I gotta ask you, the 6 miles of canoeing was with the current?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, they take you upstream and you go down. And Heather and I did not flip at all. We almost did. We were making a tight turn, and there was a tree obstacle. So it's one of those where you got to work. And all of a sudden, this lady just goes, "Hey, have y'all seen a man with a kid wanting to talk, have a conversation with us?" And so Heather, responds to, "Well, yeah, it's a tourist attraction. We've seen a lot of them."
Yeah.
And so we're crashing because of this. So she goes on, starts asking the people behind us, "Hey, have y'all seen a man with a kid?" And which was Chelsea alluded. Chelsea was like, "They're everywhere."
Well, the thing is, she might be doing it for fun.
Yeah, see how many people
No, I think
crash.
she realized that
tree?
she made us crash, and she came out and pulled us out. So she made amends, and I was glad she was there.
Was the water cold?
Very. It was wonderful.
Yeah.
It was, but yeah, the first time
Blackwater's fed by
We always went.
spring.
We always went in August.
Yeah.
August is always a good time to go chill.
Yeah, yesterday was very good. It stayed overcast, so we didn't get beat. You notice I'm not cooked to a pole. Well, Heather put fresh layers of shellac on me several times. We had 100 SPF for my skull.
How about a hat?
Yeah, it was a hat.
Yeah, I also had a bandana.
But I saw on the news that is it Gulf Shores and Orange Beach are going to start doing sunscreen stations, where they're going to provide sunscreen stations on the beaches
For free?
Yeah, I think that would be a good operation. But a lot of people bring their own sunscreen, except me. I don't even own.
But you do the spray. You get like the little camper shower, and you spray them full body like they do the spray tans. Now that was cool. No, if you do it like that, Mike, there you go. You step in, you spin a circle slowly for 30 seconds, you step out. We hit every
I don't know.
inch of it.
See, I get that stuff on me, and then next thing you know, sand gets on me, and then I got that sand sticking on me all day.
You mean
Then I got to go out to
roll
you're
in
one
the
of those
sand.
wackos that goes down and
Actually,
you
I don't
park
know.
in a parking lot. There's this beautiful Gulf, but you're going to spend it on that strip of desert between the parking lot and the water.
Actually, I don't go to the beach.
Yeah. I love living near a beach. The only time you should actually walk on a beach is at night when it's not tourist season. Any other time, it's unpleasant. It's hot, like you're saying, the sand gets on you. I don't enjoy that part of a beach. I like being in the water. I like being in a restaurant overlooking the water. But being on that patch of desert between the parking lot and the water I don't see why that's fun.
See, I like sitting on a balcony.
Yeah, exactly.
With a bushwhacker in my hand.
Right. Yeah.
Looking at somebody else getting sand on their
Now, I'll go camp out in a
sunscreen body.
mountain, sleep on the ground all night long, but I don't even want to walk on a beach. It's unless it's the Gulf.
I like the
Gulf.
I like the nighttime
Yeah,
walks on the
that's
beach.
cool.
I like the November when there's nobody out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's very nice.
Wintertime's really nice.
Just stroll the beach and enjoy the isolation.
Yeah, that's my favorite part about it is the isolation. I like that peacefulness. That's when I like to commune with nature, Michael.
Hey, hello, nature.
What's up?
Oh, speaking of nature, how about that? I've been having fun on our Facebook page with the meth out squirrel. Probably can't eat that squirrel, can you? It's all meth
I
up.
don't even know what you're talking about.
It's a squirrel up North Alabama. They keep on meth, keep it aggressive and attacking, like an attack squirrel.
Where's the SPCA when you really need them?
Yeah.
Where is PETA?
Oh, I'm sitting here thinking, I got a lot of squirrels. If I can teach them to keep the feral cats off the property.
There you go.
Well, there's a plan.
Well,
Plus, the
my
marketing.
cats
Cats versus
Hey,
squirrels. This Sunday.
My cats used to eat the squirrels and then drop them right there outside the front door of the house
Giving
when I
you a
walk out the
gift.
door. Yeah. I step
Look
out
what
there.
I did for you.
I step out there barefooted and all of a sudden I feel something go squish.
And I'm like, I don't mind you killing it and bringing it to me, but I want it fresh so I can still eat it.
Yeah, but the
Usually
cat
a
may
day old,
want to battle
a
you
day
about
old,
that.
yeah. It's usually a day old with flies all over it.
Yeah, see, that's
Yeah.
not quite fresh.
And that's the bad part. The flies are sitting there flying around the door. When you open the door, they all fly in.
No.
No flies on me.
Well, Mike, we're already up against the first break now.
Is it already a quarter hour?
Already. You know, we're talking to somebody at the bottom of the hour. We're going to have Gulf Coast pedal tours on here.
Mm-hmm.
If you like to drink and work out, it's good for you.
Mm-hmm.
If you like to drink while other people work out, you can do that too.
I saw that the other night.
3430106 if you want to get in on the action.
And you can text us there too.
Yeah, we'll let you. We're nice.
That's funny.
Morning, Sarah Lightsy. Good morning, Sarah.
Tell Stu about that. What Miss Stu? Tell Stu about Miss Stu. Miss Stu. I was in and out.
That's hilarious. Facebook Live,
Hey, Phil.
Yeah, it is.
I need you to call Bill and tell him I'm feeding audio and that if he can't hear us, he needs to log off and get back on. Because I just got a text from him.
She calls it.
Just call him, it'll be quick.
This is Roland McSherry from McSherry's Irish Pub and Restaurant in downtown Fairhope, where you can enjoy great food at a great price, meet your mates for a fun chat, or dance the night away with our DJ on Friday and Saturday nights starting at 10. Try our brilliant Blarney Burger, unforgettable Irish potato salad, homemade bread pudding, or it is said the best Reuben sandwich this side of the River Shannon. We open at 3 p.m. and close at 2 a.m. Non-smoking inside, but we have a lovely patio with big screen TVs where you can enjoy all the sporting events. Every Sunday at 6 in the evening, we have a traditional Irish music session which attracts musicians from New Orleans to Seaside, Florida. Happy hour is 3 to 6 daily, so be sure to check out our website at www.mcsharries.com for specials. Come on down for a wee taste of Ireland at McSharry's Irish Pub in Fairhope, Alabama. You can't miss us. We're the ones with the big leprechaun over the door. 101 North Bancroft Street on the Eastern Shore. 990-5100. McSharry's Irish Pub.
A fine Cabernet is a drink, but not all drinks are a fine wine. A luxury sedan is a car, but not all cars are luxury sedans. There are books of literature, but not all books are literature. Legacy Oaks at Spring Hill is an apartment home community, but most apartment homes are not Legacy Oaks. See the difference for yourself at Legacy Oaks, located in the heart of Spring Hill. Secluded, yet convenient to so much. A community that will change how you view.
All right, Bill, are you there? Is that what you said? Say hello to me? Hello, hello. I'm not hearing anything. He sent me a text just a minute ago saying he wasn't hearing the station. And I've been feeding audio the whole time. All right,
Charlie, can you hear me?
Yeah, now I hear you.
4-year degree.
Okay.
Hey.
Are you hearing me?
Yeah, something was going on. I was hearing it fine, and then until I tried to sign on about a minute and a half ago,
well, we're having a big long delay again.
I couldn't hear anything, so I don't know what happened.
We're having a big long delay again.
Go.
I don't know what's causing that problem.
Yeah, I can hear it now.
Yeah, it's about 10 seconds. You might want to sign off and on.
Yep. So why don't you?
Are your guests going to be here for real, or you don't know?
Yes, we think they will be there for real.
Okay. I got to get back to the show. I'm going to feed you the audio, but we got to fix the delay before
All right,
airtime. Bye.
With Paul Feinbaum on FM Talk 106.5. To get on the line, call 343-0106. Now back to Mike and Stu.
Hi, this is Marty Duncan from Food Network Star and MartyKnowsParties.com. And you're listening to Sip and Chew with Mike and Stu.
Hey, there's a burning question.
Your question's burning?
There's a burning question.
Have you tried ointment?
That's
Have you
something.
tried
That's something
antacid?
else.
Some solar cane.
That's something else. But
put a little calamine lotion on.
Oh man, my knees killing me. But anyway, Bob and I the other night we went to Delfina, Pizzeria Delfina.
Great place.
Really good.
My God, I was trying to say, Bob, let's go ahead. We're going to split the large, Alfredo. I forgot the name. I can't pronounce some of those Italian names. But I want to tell you what, it's a good thing he taught me into getting a small, because we still took food home with us.
Mm-hmm.
That place is so dang good. And now he's got, and I text Richie, I said, where you at? He was in Covington. He's over there. He bought out some restaurant stuff and bought a bunch of equipment. And so he was over there getting all for the new place, yes. I wonder how Pete did with his, getting people to apply for jobs there at his new place.
I don't know. I was going to say,
Squid
Ink is now hiring. If you're looking for a job, I recommended a couple of people go try it out that I think would be a good fit for Pete.
Yeah.
And doing the cutting edge kind of stuff.
And I applaud you for doing that. And thinking about you're not thinking about just somebody that needs a job.
Right.
You're thinking about somebody that will work and probably fit in for Pete.
Yeah.
You're not just sending him some dead weight.
Right.
And I'm sure he appreciates that.
There are two things that you hire in this industry. You hire good people, or you hire warm bodies, and you hire a lot of them.
Yeah.
And as the body cools off, you kick it to the wayside.
Yeah.
It is much better to hire good people.
Yeah.
But sometimes you're forced into a situation when there's no good people available. And, the reason that there's fewer and fewer good people available is this industry is not able to pay good people what they deserve because the American public doesn't want to pay enough to go out to eat.
They don't.
Yeah.
They don't.
So it is that is the constant struggle for restaurants. A cook, just a line cook job, should make as much as anyone working in an office as an office manager, not answering the phones or doing that stuff. It is a highly skilled position. They should make as much as a teacher.
That's what I was going to say.
Easily as much as a teacher.
Yeah.
Because they're training their skill. And then I bring up teacher because that's one of the few jobs you can do with a bachelor's degree. Because as we know now, bachelor's degree is pretty much worthless. We were talking about it. It was a college education's been one of the biggest bait and switches in the world. Trade school education is very good. I'll take someone with 2 years at a trade school over someone with a 4-year degree because the person in trade school earned it. And when I had him mission, the person usually with a bachelor's degree, especially if it's in liberal arts, which is what I was getting, or women's studies or men's studies, any of these studies, is someone who was hiding out from the world for 4 years.
What's wrong with women's studies?
There's nothing wrong with it. It's a great minor. It's not a major.
No, I was talking about the other.
Yeah.
What kind of job would you get with that?
Nothing. There's nothing you can get with that. That's why it's a useless degree.
There seems to be a lot of those at universities and colleges.
Yeah, yeah. But, a line cook is skilled labor. It's absolutely skilled labor.
Let me ask you.
It's hard to pay a line cook what they're used because people still are under this delusion that it should not cost much to eat out. It should cost 5 to 6 times as much to eat a meal out as it would cost you to make it at home.
Well, let me ask you
and
this.
Most places sell it for less than you can make it at home.
Because they're trying to get warm bodies in the door.
Right, which is the wrong approach.
Yeah.
Get people in with expendable income, have higher ticket prices, have fewer people in the door, you work less, and make just as much money. Yeah. That's the goal.
All right. Well, we're on this subject. Let me ask you this. All right. Culinary school. Okay. I think, and I remember when Virginia College was here, and they were feeding the Kitchen on George, right, with their cooks and people going through their program. A lot of them were quitting. They get into the kitchen, they go to class, complete the program, get to a kitchen, and walk out because
it wasn't what they saw on the Food Network.
Exactly, exactly. And another thing I feel about that is if a young person or anybody who decides to go to culinary school, they should go there with the mindset of wanting to own their own restaurant one day.
Right. Not wanting to be on Food Network.
Right.
Because
operate their own
there
business.
have been tens of millions of chefs in this country. The grand total of chefs who have appeared more than once on Food Network is probably about 300.
Let's say a good culinary program. Do they teach things like management of a restaurant?
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the thing with the real
from front to back.
And like Eliana was on last
Yeah.
week. She's at culinary school down in Miami. She just spent 2 weeks being a server because most of these culinary schools either have a partnership with a restaurant or actually operate one within the confines.
They're going to say
probably a copyrighted song.
They're going to say, we've been trying to reach you about your car warranty.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. You know what I'm getting now? It's a constant stream. They call 5 or 6 times a day, same company, different phone number every time.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
We've got a chance at life insurance for you. And I will talk to them, tell them, listen, this is what the law says. If I tell you to never call this number again, it is a $10,000 fine if you ever call again. They're not operating in America. They're not American companies.
I just try to sound like I'm really drunk and I can't follow what they're saying.
But anyway, get back to what we were talking about.
Yeah.
When a student comes to Virginia College or wherever, and they say, I want to sign up for culinary school, is there a part of that interview or they're going into where they go, do you think you really want to do this? And this is what you're going to, not try to talk them out of it, or they're just trying to get bodies in there to get in the program.
Higher education is supposed to be a non-profit industry.
Right.
It's one of the most profitable industries in this country. All they care about is getting that signature.
Yeah.
Most of them. Now, you take a place like CIA, Johnson & Wales, that are just culinary schools. They don't do anything else. They're going to evaluate the people because people are looking at CIA and going, I want those people. Well, CIA is not going to give a CIA, or Johnson & Wales isn't going to give a JW certificate to somebody who's just coasting through.
Yeah.
And avoiding. They're going to weed them out.
Yeah.
When our good friend Sarah Lubitz went to CIA for her second culinary degree, she said what she was finding was people would go, 75% through the program. Then there's like a 3 to 6 months where they put you in a restaurant somewhere in America, and you work full time, go through the paces. And she said people were loving their externships so much they weren't coming back doing the last 3 months and getting their certificate.
Yeah.
So that, that's the difference between a culinary program at a school that's trying to be a jack of all trades.
Right.
And a culinary school that just does culinary.
Yeah.
They get a different brand. And, Sarah had to have letters of recommendation from chefs. I wrote her one, Pete wrote her one. That's the difference there.
Hey, Stu, what we got coming up?
We're going to talk to Gulf Coast Pedal Tours when we come back.
I saw them the other night.
Did you?
Can get anything
And I'm
you
just
want
going to say,
at Alice's restaurant.
no reputable business
You can get
call
anything
people at
you
home on
want
Sunday.
at
No
Alice's
reputable. Well, they're not
restaurant.
reputable.
Walk right in, it's right
What I was
back.
trying to say to you a while ago is there's a lot of restaurants out there that nobody's ever heard of. Because they don't
advertise. That's the next thing.
Well,
They're trying to do it on word of mouth. Well,
It's like somebody's got enough money to say, I'm gonna open a restaurant. And that's about the extent of their knowledge. And that's why you see a lot of them come and go.
Roy at Bush Cassidy, he advertises probably more than any other restaurant.
And from Monday,
We've been running the same commercial for him for I know at least 5 years.
This is meteorologist Dr. Bill Williams for FM Talk
How soon to be
1065.
famous butcher.
FM Talk 1065.
It is
The
parking
Gulf
of the
Coast
produce.
Weather Authority.
It is
In the Old West,
harsh
were
reality
settled the old-fashioned
of
way.
this industry.
A duel,
In
just
most
one-on-one. And Butch Cassidy's
No matter how much financial trouble you're having,
just you
never cut
and
the advertising.
our soon-to-be famous
If you
Butch
think it's
Burger,
time we've
piled
got
pie
to
with bacon,
cut back on
cheese,
advertising,
lettuce,
the advice you will
tomato, onion,
get
and pickles,
it's
or
time to
just
close
the
the
way
door.
you like it.
If you
It's
quit
time for a
advertising,
showdown.
Your business is
Butch
stuck.
Cassidy's
It's already
Shell
done. You
and
can't
North
afford to
Florida Street.
advertise.
But I mean, there's a lot of other factors.
Prefer to
The
read accurate reports
decoration
of
of the
local
place,
news and
the
sports. It's
ambiance,
time for
you
you
know,
to turn the
feeling.
page to the Call
What
News
menu items you
newspaper.
put
Follow
on?
your
Did
favorite high
you
school
research
sports
your menu,
teams
or
and
you
learn more
serving the
about the
same thing
actions
as
of
the guy
state,
half a block
county,
down the
and
road
city
who's been there
leaders.
forever?
The Call
If you've
News,
never run a
a
restaurant,
newspaper
you're a
that
fool
speaks
to
to
open
you
one
and
without
your
hiring a
interests.
consultant.
Since
Yeah,
1897,
and
Call
our-
News has
our
reported on the
Or,
issues
and
that
also,
matter
it
to
wouldn't
the
hurt
people
if you
of
had worked in the
Alabama,
industry.
and is
Yeah.
considered
Well,
to
see,
be
if you
one of
worked in it, then
Alabama's
you know
best
what to
weekly
expect, you know,
newspapers. The Call News can be
what
purchased at
you have
many
to do to get
grocery
ready
and
for fire
convenience
department
stores in South
inspection, open
Alabama,
health department
including
inspection.
Walmart, Rouse's,
And
and
in all
Circle K.
reality, it helps
If your
to
favorite
get through
store
that so
doesn't
you got
have
these
it,
policies
let us
you gotta
know.
agree.
And
If
we'll
you
make
worked
it
as a
available.
server and a
Mail
cook for a
subscriptions are also
while,
available for as little as $30
Yeah.
per year. And
Just
digital
have some
copies are
knowledge.
even less.
So what I'm
Late
saying is
at
you
6
can't lay the total fault on
That's
the
866
customers wanting to keep
5998.
meals.
And
Yeah.
get
And that's
connected
part
to
of
the
the,
Call News.
we've been conditioned that way.
ALC's
Yeah.
new green deal.
Fast
But everyone
food.
wants FM
I mean,
Talks
it's
Green
like I go to
Deal.
Dick Russell's and they
You
get
get the
breakfast
green,
out of the fast
and your
food
backyard
McDonald's
is
does.
transformed with a granite top outdoor
You know,
kitchen cart from
McDonald's
Stone,
and the like.
designed to fit your new big
People
Selfie
think
green
that's
egg from
restaurant.
Gulf
And
Coast
fast food
Tools.
is not
Relax
restaurant.
in your new
It's a different
Adirondack
industry.
chairs and
Just
tables
because they
set
put
from
a few
old-time
tables and
feed
chairs
while
out
you
in
watch
the
our
yard.
new 29-inch
They
Toshiba
don't-
HD
But
TV
people thought,
with
well,
TV
sit-down
sealed
restaurants should
weatherproofing
have the
closure
same
and
speed
4
and the same
episode all-weather
price
speakers
point
and
as
amplifiers
fast food.
with
They can't
Bluetooth,
because fast
including
food is
custom
using
installation
really bad
from Bailey's
ingredients.
TV.
The
And when you
people
want
that
to
are in there
change,
have no
grab your
idea
new
how to
5
cook.
orange
It's all
camel
automated.
stand-up paddleboard
We
from
had
Yellowhammer
16
Fishing,
people that
and head to
had
Johnny's
to
RV
go
Resort for a
Friday
week
night.
staycation
Yeah.
in
We
an
had a
RV
wonderful
from
time.
Johnny's
And
Premier
we
RV
were
and
probably
Boats.
there
And
half
Join us weekdays for This
Howard,
Morning, America's
yes.
First News.
What?
To get on the line, call 343
That's why I like calling
Now
them
back to
rather
Mike
than
and Stu.
calling us.
All on you, Mike. We're waiting on our guest to call.
Singing the blues in the meantime
Waiting on our guest to call.
and listening to Hail Alabama on this.
No, you were not. You were listening to War Eagle, the finest fight song in the history of this state.
Wait a minute, that was your cell phone. That sure didn't sound like the War Eagle song.
If our guest is listening, the number is 343-0106.
Hey, we did that without rehearsing.
Yeah.
That was
I just
pretty
want to say
impressive.
something. You know,
Well,
we
say
every
something.
now and then we get some people text something on their, they textify us on our text line.
Which is the same
David
number
Preston,
they call
you ain't
me.
right, buddy. You ain't right.
Is it something you can repeat on?
No, we can't talk
not at
about
all.
it. So it has something to
That's
do
why
with
we didn't read it.
studies.
Thanks, David.
He has a degree in some kind of studies. So
Thanks.
David, you're a bad boy.
Yeah.
Thanks for your contribution to the show.
Anyway.
All right.
So anyway,
Yeah, it looks like they're getting through.
they got the number.
I want to tell you though, did you see where Heather and I went and tried ice cream from the other night?
I did see that. Where was that at?
It's at Westmobile. It's Airport and Schillinger's, and right there on the left where Domino's used
I
to
think
be.
my skin will burn off if I
You're
go
not
too far
talking
out
about
west
the
a little bit.
slab, are you?
No, I'm talking about someplace good.
Well, hey now.
Heather won't go to Marble Slab. She says they only have one kind of ice cream. They just do vanilla. And she goes, and then they put a bunch of junk in it. That's not ice cream. But scooped nitrogen ice cream.
Wait a minute. Scooped
Scooped
nitrogen?
nitrogen. They pour everything in the bowl as a liquid that you want.
Uh-huh.
Turn the mixing bowl on, hit it with liquid nitrogen, and about 45 seconds later, you've got the creamiest ice cream you've ever had.
I tried to blow up a balloon with liquid nitrogen.
All right, we've got that on now from Gulf Coast Pedal Tours. Matt, was that y'all trying to call me?
Yeah, I think we might have that information. We were calling your cell phone.
Hey, it is entirely likely that just going on automatic fingers, I typed in my phone number.
Perfect thing.
That's why his ringtone was going on the.
All right, well,
podcast.
it wasn't an insurance company from Sierra Leone then.
It was not. It was Gulf Coast.
Yeah, and Matt, for the folks out there listening, what is Gulf Coast Pedal Tours? Mike and I know, but maybe not everybody else does.
So we opened back in October. We do kind of hard to describe, so I'm going to have to point everybody to the website eventually, but it is a 12-person pedal trolley. We have 6 seats on each side of it. It has an electric motor, and we do 2-hour pub crawls in downtown Mobile. So everybody gets on board, get a drink. We take you around the 3 different bars, let you kind of see some of the different places in downtown Mobile, and then we drop you back off at Serta Brewing. So
That's not bad. Yeah, John's smart to team up with you, wasn't he?
That's right. It really helped us do it so far.
Me and Matt, my buddy and I, who's in town visiting, we were sitting outside of a fine establishment downtown the other night, and y'all drove by, and I saw some people were not pedaling, so
which is what Mike's interested in.
Well,
not pedaling hard.
I wanted to go on those Italian bicycle tours through Tuscany where you could ride a bicycle. But they also have a bus with a bike rack, and the bus has a bar in it, so you still get to see the countryside. But anyway,
I would say that probably 99% of the people that get on there do not pedal, and it may be the Alabama humidity that causes that. We have an electric motor on there, so you can do either or.
Okay. So that's pretty good.
My question from a technical standpoint is when they do pedal, does it recharge your motor?
It's supposed to give a little bit of charge to the battery.
Okay.
It makes for a really good video for Instagram and Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
So that's probably why we get people pedaling for about 30 seconds as soon as everyone's on. So we don't have to do this. Let's just kick back and relax. That's totally fine with us. That's what we would do if we were on the other side of it. So.
Now, one question I have: Do y'all serve drinks on the pedal car, or do they get their drinks and then get at an establishment and then get on there?
We do not serve drinks on board. Kind of the whole thing that we want to do is we want people to go and check out the bars and restaurants in downtown Mobile. So anything that they buy inside of the bars, they can bring back on the pedal wagon. But we don't actually serve anything.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's interesting.
We have partnerships with a lot of bars in downtown Mobile, and they offer exclusive drink specials for our riders. So whenever you're on board with us, we have a lanyard that we'll give you, and whenever you go inside the bar, you just say, "Hey, I'm on the pedal tour," and they have exclusive drink specials.
Okay. What bars are you working with?
Right now, we're working with Serta Brewing. Obviously, that's where we starting in. So they've got a really nice parking lot for everyone to park in. You can get a beer as soon as you get there.
A mighty fine beer, I may add.
What's that?
A mighty fine beer, especially their Hefeweizen. Hefeweizen's just off the charts. It's really great.
The espresso porter is my new thing.
Yeah.
All at one time.
I'm with you on that one, Matt. That espresso porter is something special.
But yeah, so some of the bars we work with, Haberdasher, that's always a really popular one. Very, very good cocktails.
Yeah.
All fresh ingredients in their cocktails. They have some great summer things going on right now. But they do $6 old fashions, $2 off draft beer for our riders. And if you've never had their old fashioned, it's definitely something to go check out. So that's one. We work with O'Daly's and Draft Sticks, everything right there on that corner. O'Daly's, Draft Sticks, Dolphin Street Blues Company.
There's a lot on that corner.
Right. And then Post just opened up as well.
Yeah, I love that place.
Yes, absolutely. Firehouse Wine Bar, that's another one we work with.
One of my favorites.
We enjoy it.
I really hope I'm not leaving anybody out.
You might be in bad trouble,
huh? But yes, we've got quite a few partnerships down there. We've got them all listed on our website. Everybody that we work with, and they've all treated us really well, and it's been a good thing to really get people downtown and get them engaged in what's going on down there.
Oh wow!
Are you noticing any fall off in business with the summer heat, or does it just seem like the tourists are just ready to hop on there and throw caution to the wind?
You know, actually it's picking up right now. We're starting to fill up pretty quickly, and that's a good thing for us. We're excited about it. It is a little warm outside, but there's plenty of cold drinks to cool you off while you're on our tour.
Yeah, well, I know, we were talking earlier in the show. I went with my girlfriend and her family, and we canoed Blackwater River yesterday. And here it is almost July, and the people that run the canoe tours were telling us they were busier yesterday than they were on Memorial Day. Wow. So I don't think the heat's driving too many people away.
I don't think so, and I hope it doesn't. I hope everybody comes to see it.
Yeah. And it would be a little ridiculous to think that, hey, we're going to go on vacation down south and then get down here and go, oh my gosh, it's hot.
Exactly.
I wasn't expecting heat.
Well, let me ask you, with the expansion of the entertainment district, how many carts do you have right now currently?
We just have one right now.
Okay, all right. With the expansion of the entertainment district, and I've seen what all's coming for St. Francis. Not St. Francis, St. Louis Street. It's probably looking at maybe the chance of getting a second one, and then because there's going to be a bunch of stuff on St. Louis Street coming up.
Yeah, we certainly want to. We certainly want to expand. We met the owner of Cheese Cottage, and
Christy's a wonderful lady.
Yeah, she was wanting us to add them on their stops. I know with those new breweries opening up over there, we want to expand over into that area. So hopefully there will be a need for a second pedal guard in the future.
Yeah. All right, Matt. Well, for the listeners out there that are just learning about this, you've got a website, you've got a Facebook page. Why don't you share that information with us?
Sure. Yeah. So we're on Facebook at Gulf Coast Pedal Tours. Our website is www.gulfcoastpedaltours.com. We try to be really responsive with our Facebook messages, so if any listeners have any questions or anything, definitely feel free to reach out to us. We're also going to run a 10% off special for anybody that heard this on the radio. Just mention this whenever you contact us, and we'll give you 10% off your next ride. So.
This might be safer for me to ride this thing instead of my bicycle.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, for sure. We'll do all the work for you.
Because every time I get on my bicycle downtown with a beer in my hand, I wipe it. I get cellulitis.
You do know it's illegal for you to have a beer in your hand while you're on your bicycle.
I did never heard of that. Never heard of that. It doesn't exist because I never heard of it.
Open container and all that.
Yeah.
Well, it's the entertainment district.
And
that's what I'm doing. I'm providing entertainment.
That's true. That is true. All right, Matt, it has been a blast coming on. I am sorry that I was on autopilot when I was messaging you and gave you my personal phone number, but hey, now you can text me anytime.
There we go. Hey, thank you guys for having us. I'm glad we got it all worked out.
Hey, feel free to share any updates on our Facebook page.
All right, thank you guys.
Upcoming events. Thank you, man. Have a good day.
All right, take care. Bye.
Now, the whole reason we had them on the show was because I had a pop-up ad for the pedal pubs come up on Facebook. So I click on it because we had seen them, Heather and I had seen them in Nashville. We saw them in L.A. I've seen them in New Orleans. And I was thinking, you and me, I was thinking, hey, this might be a little something. So I started a little poll. Would you, or would you lie on the baby ground crying like a little baby? No, I'm not going to pedal while I do it. 90% of the people said they'd do it. 90% of the people that came on the Facebook page took it.
Would they ride on it or actually pedal?
It's just, would you do it?
Would you do it?
Yeah, 90% said yes.
Okay.
And I'm sure you were the one that said no, or one of the ones that said no. But now that you don't have to pedal, you're okay, right?
I can do it.
Yeah. Because you were not crazy about walking through Hollywood. We barely went a mile, and it was rough.
Walking downhill was okay, but coming back uphill was hell.
One more segment, folks. 3430106.
Could you pretend to pedal?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Mike usually does.
What? Oh, it was Laugh In.
the guy on the tricycle, and he fell over again.
Yeah.
No one wants AOC's new
Marty
Green
Johnson.
Deal.
Yeah.
But everyone wants FM Talk's big green deal. You get the green, and your backyard is transformed. by granite top
My brother Steve's out there. I can tell because there's a comment that says, I'm the good-looking brother.
From Gulf Coast Tools. Relax in your new Adirondack chairs and table set from old-time feed while you watch your new 29-inch Toshiba HD TV.
heard it on
TV shield
the radio.
with
There are
closer
specific places
and
where you can
episode
get on
all-weather
the
speakers
video.
and
Well, sorry,
amplifier
brewery.
with Bluetooth, including custom installation from Bailey's TV.
Apparently, yeah.
And when you
Well,
want
he
to
said he's got a
change, grab
relationship
your new
with all the
Vibe Orange
different
Camo stand-up paddleboard from Yellowhammer Fishing and head to Johnny's RV Resort for a week staycation in an RV from Johnny's Premier RV and Boats.
Here they would do it like a hop
A
on,
two-week
hop
cart rental
off.
from Cart Doctor, a price tag valued over $9,000. Details on how to win on our Facebook page and website,
By the way, there's coffee back there
fmtalk1065.com.
if you. Oh, okay.
Weekday mornings from 6 till 9 for
Since
Mobile
we got
Morning.
a coffee
Brought to
service
you
now.
by Azalea Coffee Service. Coffee,
That's who
conversation,
got it.
and you. The perfect way to start your day on FM Talk 1065.
Did you know you may be at risk
I
of
have
vision
come
loss
close
even if
with
you're not
several
experiencing
guests.
physical symptoms?
That's
Give them
Heritage
my
for the
phone
Blind
number.
recommends you prevent
I'm
blindness
on
by scheduling
autopilot.
a
I'm
vision
usually
screening
messaging
today.
3 or 4
If
people
you
at a
own
time.
an old or
I'm
unwanted
popping
car,
between
donate it today
windows.
to Heritage for the
And I've
Blind.
almost hit
Just
send
call
a few times, like John Dash. Some of the
1-800-715-2203.
big ones are
Pickup
like,
is free
"Oh,
and
that's
your
my phone
donation
number."
is tax deductible. Heritage for the Blind is an
Mine is-
IRS
And what you really
recognized
don't wanna
nonprofit
do is
organization
don't
that helps
reissue
promote
their
eye
phone
health and
number.
aids
Yeah.
the blind and visually impaired. They accept cars, vans, and trucks. It doesn't matter if your vehicle runs or not, it will be towed away for free. Call right now to donate your car, and as a special thank you for calling, you'll get a free 3-day vacation voucher to many exciting locations. Call Heritage for the Blind right now. Call 1-800-715-2203. Donating is easy, and your vehicle is towed away for
And
free.
Hey,
Chris.
Bill.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
we're thinking is
So,
the fundraiser
can you-
cost.
We're going back
pretty
to
close
that
now.
show.
Street food festival to get different culinary tastes. And it's
You like a stew?
I got it. Oh,
Hey,
wait.
we are back.
Wait a minute.
We're not. We're not back. I can hear us.
This is Billy Stitt with Billy Small Batch
Oh,
Bacon, and
Bill's
I'm here
here.
from Old 27 Grill on the Sip and Chew with Mike and Stu.
Well, all right, Bill.
That's us.
That's us, Bill. Thank you.
I didn't want any repercussions for his message not getting on.
Before we go to Cookie, there's one more place I ate this week. It was last night. We canoed all day. We had sandwiches. I did some lemon pepper chicken on the grill. Took
I
that.
saw that.
And at first, some of the younger folks were like, "It's cold."
Cool.
Yeah, it's chicken. And you eat it cold? Take a bite. Mmm. and so I, those people said the reason that the chicken became synonymous with African slaves is because it would be cooked in the morning. They'd wrap it in some tinfoil or a cloth or something, stick it in their pocket, and go to the fields. And at noon, they could pull a piece of chicken out of their pocket and eat it. It is a wonderful dish at room temperature or refrigerator.
That's why it's so
My
good on
mother would
picnic.
always fry fried chicken the night before we went on vacation. So that our first lunch stop would be at a picnic table just eating room temperature fried chicken.
Yeah.
It's great.
And but we needed something else. So we stopped and went to Sushi 9.
Sushi none?
And got no sushi. Nine.
Nine. Oh, I thought none. I was going to say none.
Heather was craving pho. We were not going to make it to Jade Flames before they closed, so we tried Sushi 9. It was fantastic, and I got Chinese hot pot. Another noodle dish, chopsticks, Michael.
Lord of mercy. You
Oh,
got
that hot pot was fantastic.
Oh, start your own line of chopsticks. All right, we got Cookie on the phone. Well, good morning, Cookie.
What did we do wrong, Cookie?
Nothing. I was wondering if Mike could actually manage chopsticks and pedaling at the same time.
He can't manage chopsticks and sitting at the same time.
Well, I was told the other night at Callahan's if I'd had a beer in each hand, I wouldn't have fallen.
No, not you.
It would have balanced me out if I had a beer in each hand.
Get those mounts on
Get
the
a
side of
helmet
your
with a
head.
helmet with the beer holders.
That's right.
What's going on, Cookie?
I got some questions. This sounds about the pedaling cart.
Yeah.
As it's called. I'm wondering about the configuration of the cart.
does it have like an overhead shelter?
Yep.
Yes.
Is it like an open air cart? You know,
Yep.
it's like it's not air conditioned apparently.
Nope.
Well,
It gets the
depends.
breeze when you're
It is
when you're
not
moving.
artificially air conditioned. It is naturally air conditioned.
Yeah.
Right, and that sounds good. But okay, so we're talking about how many people against 6 bicycles, or
It is
12
one.
people, or
It is one giant bicycle with bar stools mounted all the way around it.
what?
Yeah. Go to their website and just look at it. GulfCoastPedalTours.com. Or go to our Facebook page. We shared a picture at some point.
I want to make sure that your warranty company doesn't miss my phone number and information, right?
that turned out to be our guest trying to call because I inadvertently gave him my personal phone number instead of the station.
And we all know what your ringtone is now.
Oh yeah, War Eagle, baby.
Oh yeah, you've known that for all along anyway. All right, well, like I said, this is sounding good. It's like, okay, now so it's like 12 in a row?
6 and 6.
Or, I mean, I'm still trying to, imagine, picture.
Yeah, it's about 6 people on one side, 6 people on the other, and they're designed so that there's a person that can walk up and down a little plankway in between them and answer questions.
Who steers?
And then there's someone else that handles that. So it's like a two-man.
So it's not like 12 bicycles bolted
No.
together then?
No. It is a specially made device, but Cookie, we got another caller we got to get to, dear. It's good hearing from you. And guess what? I had a vegan salad that I liked. Hey, Charlie, we got Panini Pete on there online too. Can we bring Pete up?
Mm-hmm.
Panini Pete, Squid Ink Master.
How are you, buddy?
I am loving the wood burnt bar. That is cool, man.
Where do you have a cocktail there, buddy? So toasty.
Do you have a bike rack out front where I can park my
I
bicycle?
don't know if I have one big enough for the one you're pushing.
well, in Mike's case, it's not a bike rack that he needs; it's a bike rack.
I need a place large enough for me and my bike to lay down on, and keep some chalk. Somebody when I crashed, they said, "Stay there. We're gonna go get some chalk."
Oh, not
that
cool.
kind of launches you when you wreck on that.
I've got a buddy of mine that's like, so your friend Panini Pete has a Segway? Yeah. If I'd have known I could get a Segway, I'd have become a chef.
No, you don't have to, you just have to watch the Food Network for a couple of weeks. By a Segway, right?
Yeah. So what's going on with you?
Squid Ink's coming along. I appreciate you giving me some love on social media, and it's really, really exciting. And we're looking at about July 10th. What we're shooting for
Really?
right now. Yeah. So I don't have any further delays via City Mobile.
Yeah.
That's
Fire department. Health department. Yeah.
But anyway, look forward to it, man. We'll be doing lunch and dinner over there, and a lot of great fun food, paying a little bit of tribute to our French and British and Spanish heritage.
That sounds wow. I'm really looking forward to this.
Sounds great.
And Heather recently discovered Squid Ink as an ingredient last summer when we were in New Orleans, and I think it was a Squid Ink pasta that we had at the Jack Rose. And there was that trepidation at first. This is the actual squint from ink from a squid? Yeah. What's it taste like? And I used to hate it, Pete, when I'd see people on Iron Chef and they'd go, "What does it taste like?" And they just shrug and go, "Inky." But that's the perfect taste.
Well, that's why
Yeah.
it's
such a cocktail, but
some Perdite.
in a cocktail.
Some Perdite Bordeaux's
just a play on
like
words.
inky like.
We're gonna have fun with it.
Yeah. Well, I am. Heather is overjoyed at the thought of this, but she also wants to know when's she going to be able to get her banana nut beignets in Mobile again.
Well, definitely at Sunday brunches at Squid Ink for show.
Okay.
Sunday brunches, we will be rolling in. And you know what I'm thinking about, Stu, is running, just like a panini of the week and just, run.
Oh, really?
Old paninis.
Really?
Run the muffaletta for a week, run the turkey for a week.
Yes, the turkey by all means. The
Oh,
turkey.
hell, yeah. Excuse me.
So they're not going to be on the menu there, but maybe on the special board.
Yeah.
Cool.
And you going to do any kind of secret menu stuff?
I mean, you know, we'll have some really good sushi with some oysters. I don't know that I'll have off menu the hey, come in and get the animal fries or anything like that. For you guys, hey, I may have a little sip and chew Mike Rec cocktail.
My secret menu at Lucky was stuff that we had rotated on and off the menu that I still had the ability to make, like the patty melt that we did. We always had the ingredients to make it, and I would run it as the burger of the week when I just needed to cleanse the palate or run through a lot of rye bread. But anytime you wanted it, you could order a patty melt, we would do it. And that's how I did my secret menu. It's just if I have the ingredients.
Like in Panini Pete's, we got the Fairhope Philly down there that Barry, the old city building inspector, used to order. That was a little, you had to know somebody.
Where's the song about
I'll keep you guys in the loop. We'll be having a
Please
little
do.
bit of, you know, a little VIP or a little trials or some kind of.
Hey, are you going to have bushwhackers there?
Probably not.
Call it an ink whacker.
Go to Ed's.
Go to Ed's.
Go to
and get your bushwhacker,
Ed's. Yeah.
I did
We
that
almost
last
stopped
week.
at your place yesterday, but our cohorts were still unconscious from canoeing.
Oh, the life, the trials and tribulations.
All right. Pete, it was great hearing from you, buddy.
Thanks, guys, man. Provolone.
Provolone, buddy. Thank you.
And here we are again, Mike.
At the end of the
end
show.
of another wonderful sip and chew with Mike and Stu.
Well, it went by so fast.
Yeah, and all of our callers, thank you for calling in.
Thank you for calling in, texting in, David.
Yeah. Even if we can't read it, Mr. Brown.
On air. Well, folks, get out there, support local, be local, buy local. Go get you some local Squid Ink and some bushwhackers local.
And go get you some nice nitrogen ice cream. It's a great experience for the kids.
Sounds like a cool idea.
All right, Michael, what do we say?
Provolone.
Provolone. Yeah, Charlie, you have a list of what flavors you want your ice cream turned into and stuff you want in it.
Yeah.
And they pour everything in a bowl. It's a KitchenAid mixer.
And cylinders at airports.
Yeah. And it's all liquid when they put it in. And then they have this little thing, gooseneck, that hangs over the side and just blasts liquid nitrogen into the bowl in the fountain for a minute and a half. It's gone from being liquid to a perfect thing. When they do it in a
All the
taco,
flavors are going to be blended evenly.
and they do it, Mike, as a taco if you like. It's a chocolate waffle. They put it in a waffle maker and fold it into a taco shape and then fill it. And Heather could not eat it all. It was like a huge taco.
We got a dozen grandkids. We need to go try it out.
All right, y'all, we got to get on up out of here. Thank you for everybody for showing up, but we got to get, so y'all get.